I'll wing it on.
Ready? It's Fresh 92.7. Lisa D freaking it. Hey, you've waited long enough. It is time to chat to none other than Ryan T and Aaliyah. Welcome to the studio. Ryan, it's been years. How are you going?
Yeah, thanks. Great to be here again.
Yeah? What have you been up to in all these years? Do you know what? It feels like it was only last year that you were in, but...
Yeah, it was actually a few years ago. Just been a couple of road bumps and... Yeah, just went through divorce and, unfortunately, and it was a bit hard on the kids and everything, but, sometimes you got to find yourself again, and at the end of it, I put a lot of it into the music now, so the journey continues, and, these type of things happen in life, relationships and stuff like that. Some people fall, some people rise, but we're here again, and obviously everyone can tell what's going on in the music, so we just let this music tell for itself,
Yeah, for sure. Well, welcome back. It's great to have you back. Always a pleasure. Now, Aaliyah, say hello to people. They've never heard your voice before.
Hi, everyone.
See, Aaliyah, how old are you?
9 years old.
9 years old, and you sing brilliantly. We'll get to that real soon. So how did you come up with your brand new track, Father's Love?
Well, I was sitting there and... just thinking, like a lot of music these days are just for dancing and, promoting, cars and, all fancy stuff. And I was actually, I'll let my daughter answer this one because I was in the studio and, tell them what happened.
My dad was in the studio and I went up to him and said that I want to be in one of your video clips.
Oh, yeah. Really? It's so young?
Yeah, so and I kind of thought to myself, no worries, Bobo. I pushed it aside a bit, then I said to myself, why not? It's a good idea, and these are the type of things that you can capture in life, and there's nothing better. People have photos, they have videos, they have letters of their families and stuff. I thought I'll leave a legacy and maybe write a song, and I thought, what better? You always hear the mother's love, and that's the thing. A mother always loves a kid unconditionally, and it gives birth. But I thought, I've never heard the father's love. That gets left out. So I thought, you know what? I'll write a track, to do, just so she knows how much, a father does love a kid and how much the child does also represent the kindness that the father has for them too. And, some of the lyrics were pretty hard in it, but, we came across it and, she sang beautifully and it was amazing. I mean, it's pretty much one of the best tracks. I think it is the best track I've ever written. It got everyone emotional, even my own father. My father's a hard person to crack, so everyone, got a bit teary but I'm very proud of my daughter and just to see her, and it's something that in maybe 20 years' time or 10 years' time, she'll be able to do a part 2, and I'll be an old man and she'll be the grown girl,
In 10 years' time, you'll be an old man. Come on.
Well,
You're still young, Ryan.
Yeah, I guess so.
So you've got a brother and sister, Aaliyah. Were they a little bit jealous that you were part of the video and everything else?
Yeah, kind of.
Really? So what happened? Do they want to be in the next one, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, what happened was, my daughter Tamia, the younger daughter Tamia, and I've got a son Cyrus, who's turning 3 in November. They actually, both birthdays in November, turning 7 and 3. And Tamia's like, Dad, when am I going to be in your clip? Okay, you are in the clip, because they're all in the clip. I put them all in the clip. Obviously, everyone deserves to be in there, and it's part of all of them. It's not just for Aaliyah, it's for all your kids, all the fathers and mothers out there. It connects with everyone, but... my daughter comes up to me and says, Dad, when can I sing in your next clip? And I said, you know what, I've heard a rap. And I said to her, you know what, maybe I'll write another track and get Aaliyah to sing, and I'll get you to do a rap with me, that'll be cool, So we call her Tum Tum for, her name's Tamia, but we call her Tum Tum for short. And I thought, maybe we'll call her, Tum Tum Minaj or something, for fun, like a little rap thing and stuff. But yeah, this is what's good about creating music. I can write another one and we can involve everyone in it. So.
Sure. So did you go for the emotional kind of feel for this track? Was that your overall goal, or was it more to leave the legacy, or a bit of both?
It wasn't as much as leaving the legacy. It was actually the hardest track I had to write. Usually I write a track in a night, and as you can tell, I speak 100 miles an hour, so, it never stops. But I wrote maybe 8 minutes worth of a song when you can only fit into about 3 or 4 minutes. So I didn't know what to do with the rest of the lyrics. They were all good. So I thought, what do I cut out? What do I do? And what should we do here? But it was one emotional song that it was actually hard for me to write, because some of the lyrics that I wrote in there, it was hard for my daughter to come to terms with. That even we went into the producer, and my producer Darren, which he's the best. He's done everything for me. Been there from day one to get all the music done and production and everything. So I got to do a big shout out to him as well for everything that he's done. My daughter Aaliyah, she actually started to cry on the first set. It was pretty much probably the most expensive set that I had to pay for, because she only got a line out of the recording. But it's because the line that was in there, in my song, that actually says, there will be a time that I will leave you, And she goes, what do you mean, Dad? Where are you going? What do you mean you're going to leave us? Well, it means that at one point in your life, a father or a mother, we grow old, and something happens, that we move on to the next world. And just wanted them to know that I'll always be there no matter what. I'll sacrifice the other side, heaven, hell, wherever I end up in. You know, I'll make sure I'll stay right here beside her to watch her grow and protect her. You know, that's no doubt at all. Like that's my definition of saying that, you know, when you do pray to me or when you do ask for me, if something like that happens, I'm right here beside you no matter what. It's not just a myth. You know that I'm there holding your hand. Sure. And she kind of, you know, didn't really, you know, a 9-year-old kid, you know, to sing those lyrics. She actually had to sing those lyrics. So, yeah. But she did it great and she understood, and here we are now, and, you know, I'm so proud of her and proud of my kids and everything. And my ex-wife actually came behind the set and did the makeup and got the kids ready, so a big shout out to her as well, you know. Yeah. So she did, you know, I mean, it just shows that, you know, it doesn't matter if you're separated and stuff. It's been 3 years. I mean, you know, parents are parents, you know, it's all for the kids, you know. You put their all aside and make sure that, you know, you do everything to make them happy, because it's not about us anymore.
For sure. So Aaliyah, when you were recording this song, before that, did you know that your dad loved you so much? Or was it the song that made you realise even more how much he loved you?
He loved me.
Yeah, from the start you knew that?
Yes.
That's really good. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to play this brand new track. It is exclusive to Freakin' It, so turn it up if you're listening at home, and we'll get back to Ryan T and Aaliyah straight after this. You gotta love it. Brand new Ryan T featuring Aaliyah, Father's Love. Let me know your thoughts on that. 0428 927 927. I am joined by none other than Ryan T and his daughter Aaliyah, who did that track. So, Aaliyah, how are your friends coping with your new fame?
My friends are really good with me and they always take care of me, and I would like to thank Kiana Harley for being next to me, always by my side.
Oh, that's really nice. That's a name of one of your dad's other songs, By My Side, right?
That's right.
You're learning. So, did the video clip take a long time to film?
Yes.
Yeah, it was about a couple of days. For a little kid, obviously, is long, but, you know, we did it in 2 days, and as usual, Jason from JLM Studios with all the video production, he, you know, guerrilla styles we call it. We just go in there and smash it out, you know. So, you know, he edits it, done everything great. I mean, couldn't be more happy with it. He's done all of my clips. It's always been by one person, and I couldn't be any happier, you know. The journey continues.
Do you know what? The quality of your clips, though, are seriously second to none. And I'm not just saying that. Like, in comparison to a lot of what I've seen in the past, it's, brilliant. So, congratulations.
I've got to thank him for that, you know. I just look good in him, you know. He's the one that does all the...
He does your makeup behind the scenes as well, right?
He does all the shooting. That's his part, you know. So, that's a big ups to him, and same thing with Darren Mullen, and also one of my best friends out there, you know, Damien Fernandez. You know, he's one of the really talented kid as well, and he actually helped me with the beat. You know, I went over there and I said, you know, I need a melody, I need something real good, and this is my feeling, and pulled out the keyboard and bang, you know. So, like I said, there's a lot of people behind these type of things that, you know, that are not just there for the money and the fame, but all there to releasing good music, and I can't thank all these guys more than anything else. Sure.
Actually, speaking of friends, have you kept the same friends from when you first started out until now?
No, pretty much. Most of them have, like, you know, said that most of them just pretty much said, what happened to you? And I said, what do you mean? You know, because they're still stuck in the same zone, you know, and I got plans, legacy and dreams, you know. If you want to be somewhere and do something in life, you know, you got to get your butt up and move it, you know. I mean, no one's going to do it for you. We're all alone in this world, you know. So every track I drop, the more they hate, you know. It seems like everybody starts to hate. The real ones, they're still there, but so many just turn their backs, or when they see you, they'll shake their hands and say, how you doing? You shake their hand and put a big smile on your face and walk. But you always use these people as the fuel to your success, because the more they hate you, the more you rise, because they want to see you fail. So, you know, it started off in the backyard. I mean, we started off in the backyard with a $200 camera, and I was about 30 kilos overweight at the time, you know. So, and my cousin used to walk around with the video clips, and when they found me on YouTube doing, you know, the music I did, we changed everything. I mean, I got back into shape, got into bodybuilding and everything like that, and, you know, with the image and everything, I decided to change. I looked at myself and I said, I need to change. I need to be someone. I need to be someone, or I need to do something, you know. So not just for the fame, but for myself to be happy. So, yeah, those friends are not really friends, but who needs friends when you got family, you know what I mean?
That's right.
And more important, it's the fans. It's the fans out there that keep me going. They're the ones that this really is for. These are the ones that play the music, they connect it, they play it for their girlfriends, they play it for their fathers, they play it for their children. And, you know, without them, who would listen to the music?
For sure. So are you happy?
I'm happy. I mean, I'm happy to a point. I guess I said the other day, like, you know, it's funny that the pain and all the heartache that I go through in life, I put it in music. So it's like my pain and my misery becomes your entertainment. Does that make sense? It's like, you know, for you to listen to a good song. So a lot of artists actually go through a lot of you know, a lot of pain, a lot of stuff, but you know, happiness and sadness comes equal, you know. But I am happy. I'm happy when I look at my kids. I'm happy when I see them look at me and see them growing, and especially, you can't be more proud than being a father. So I mean, that's life. We got to keep moving.
Yeah, for sure. So where to from here?
Well, I've got about 5 tracks I'm working on, so I'm not stopping here. Right now I'm on turbo mode, so I'm ready to drop some really different stuff, something for the ladies that will love, they can play for their boyfriends, something there, the boyfriends can play for their, their girlfriends, something that, you can play in the club, so I'm going to start doing some, club bangers and, just something that, a bit rougher, a bit more something that you can, all the boys can play in the music, while they're having a party and stuff, but then also still keeping it real with the lyrics and, different music. But there's 5 tracks coming up and I want to start releasing them real soon, so keep an eye out on it. But I had to release this one first. This was like after 3 years or 2.5 years of not being on set and, dealing with everything I'm dealing with, this was the one that I had to come back with, nothing better than with my beautiful daughter Aaliyah, and I'm very proud of her. And yeah, I think this is not just the last that you hear from her. I reckon she's got a big future ahead as well.
Oh, I definitely agree. So your track's being released on Father's Day, is that correct?
No, I was going to release it on Father's Day. I thought maybe if everything goes well, maybe we might release it on a Friday. This Friday coming up, the music video, the official music video on Friday, all the songs should be ready for purchase on iTunes as well by Friday. But it will definitely be ready for Father's Day. So when it's out, check up on iTunes. All the links will be up there. I think it might be a great thing for everyone to buy or purchase for their own father, or for the fathers to get it for their daughters, because if you listen to the song, I'm definitely sure it connected with a lot of people around the world there, and I really haven't heard something like this, someone do something like this yet, with that emotion. So, I mean, I heard a lot of songs about fathers and daughters, but I guess this is a bit different. This is my track to all of you, so hopefully you enjoyed it, and God bless you all, and thanks for everything and all the support and what you guys have all shown us.
Yeah, anytime. Thank you for coming in. It's a pleasure as always, and welcome to the studio, Aaliyah. I'm sure we'll see you again here soon.
Thank you very much.
So have a great night, and hey, keep freaking it.
Always. That was good?
Yeah.
We winged it,